Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Jenny and today we are going to be picking out the books that I want to read in November, and we will be using the help of our little TBR jar here. I literally cannot believe that it's going to be November. That's actually crazy. Let me know if you guys are a celebrate Christmas on like November 1st or you wait until after Thanksgiving. Personally, I am a wait until after Thanksgiving kind of gal, but I will still enjoy the Christmas-esque if you celebrate beforehand. So I could go either way, but I guess I'd rather be after Thanksgiving and soak up the last little bit of fall. And I feel like this is just such a perfect day to pick out our November TBR because it's actually in the 60s here in Florida, which is insane. So I will take it. It feels a little crispy, a little cool. So we are going to be picking out 8 prompts from my TBR jar. I am almost out of prompts actually, so we'll see if we have enough for this video, but I'm definitely going to have to make more in the future very soon. I did not do a good job in October. You will see that wrap up probably in December because I only read 2 books so far. Maybe I'll get another one in by the end of the month, but probably not. I don't know. We'll see. And you know what? It's okay that we didn't get a lot in October. It's fine. We're going to keep it pushing, and hopefully November will be a little bit better of a reading month for me. Further ado, let's go ahead and pick out our 8 prompts for November. Starting hot, here's our first one. There really isn't very many in here, so it's kind of hard to shuffle these around. Okay, we have an award-winning book. Award-winning book, what does that mean exactly? I don't know. I'm guessing maybe a Goodreads Choice Award or something like that. So, but it doesn't exactly say that. Award-winning book. I'm just gonna Google and see what the first thing is. Award-winning books 2025. You know how the cover of books will have usually a little reward or award on top somewhere? I don't know. Let me see if I have anything that has a little sticker. TBH, I don't really know what to do here. Should I just pick a different prompt? Is that cheating? I just don't know really. You know what? I am just going to pick another prompt for now, and if I run out of prompts, I will come back to it. Hopefully that's not cheating. I just don't really know what to do. So we're just gonna pick something else. Let's just do that. Okay, so new prompt number 1. Blue cover, which is a little bit more simple. I can do this. Okay, blue cover. So if you can see, my books are kind of organized by color. So looks like we could pick something out of this realm-ish. So let me see what I want to do here. Oddly enough, my blue covers I feel are the ones that I've read the most. Okay, yes, I am thinking of Beartown by Frederick Bachman. I've heard really amazing things about this book, especially from Sarah Crowley. I think she loves this book, so I trust her opinion. And this one, I've never read anything by Frederick Bachman. I do own a couple of his books though, and I've heard this is pretty emotional and pretty heavy, which I feel is the perfect thing for the end of fall going into winter. I feel that's just kind of a good, I don't know, I just want some hard-hitting stuff, and I feel this will be it. I think this takes place in a hockey town, and this follows different people in the town and the school. Hockey's really big in this town. And I am from Minnesota, the hockey state. So yeah, I think we will pick this for our first book of our video. Okay, prompt number 2. This says bought last year. Okay, it's 2025. So anything that I bought in 2024, which I'm not gonna lie is not a whole lot of books. I was in a really big reading slump, so I wasn't buying a ton of books, but so 2024. So that can take out a lot of the books that I have on my shelves because I bought a lot of these books in 2025 and 2022 and 3. It's kind of hard to remember what you bought when. I had a lot of these books on my shelves for a little while. So, but I am remembering what I did buy in February of 2024 for my birthday. Technically it was bought for me, and that was the new covers of Throne of Glass. I got all the new covers for my birthday, and technically that works, right? That was in February of 2024. So I think I'm gonna put Throne of Glass on the TBR. I think this is also gonna end up being our book club book for the month of November as well. I'm not for sure yet, but this was one of the options and I feel it's gonna get picked. And I have gone back and forth so many times with if I wanna start with Throne of Glass or Assassin's Blade, but I think I'm just gonna start with Throne of Glass again because that's just what I've been doing and that's how Sarah J. Maas recommends it. And if you don't know, I have already read this book twice. This will be my 3rd time reading it, and every time I read this series I get stuck at Queen of Shadows. I don't know why. I just have not been able to push past Queen of Shadows, and I don't think it's a bad book. I just think I just get stuck and I have no idea why. So we are gonna lock in and we're gonna read through in class. All right, prompt number 3, an author's debut novel. Okay, this is exciting. An author's debut novel. Okay, I have an idea. I am thinking we could do Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings. This is her debut novel. I just checked, and I am so in the mood for like hard-hitting romance, like not like a fluffy rom-com. I want like a hard-hitting romance. And I know I've heard this is pretty toxic, but that's kind of what I want. Don't know what that says about me, but that is exactly what I'm kind of looking for. And so I think this would be perfect. I can't believe I haven't read this book yet. But yeah, why not? We will add this to the TBR for November. Here's number 4. We've got a purple cover. We're getting all the colors today, I guess. Purple I definitely have probably the least of. This is my tiny little purple section down here, and it is not much, that's for sure. I only have a couple that I haven't read. I have Deep End by Ali Hazelwood, which is like half purple, half blue, but I don't know if I really want to read this quite yet. I also have The Nothing Man by Catherine Ryan Howard. This was from my TBR last month, which I did not get around to. But you know what also has purple on the cover? Crown of Midnight. So this is book 2 in the Throne of Glass series, and I feel like it's just easy to pick this one since I'll probably get to it. If I read Throne of Glass, I'll probably read this one too. So I think we're just gonna be easy and put this one for number 4. Okay, and I think I said 8 prompts at the beginning of this video, but usually I only pick 6, and like even that's kind of a lot. So we're just gonna stick with 6, so we've got 2 more. Ooh, this is a chunky one. Oh, okay, this is random. Written by someone under 30. Gosh, I don't know people's ages. This is a young author. Lauren Roberts, I believe, is under 30. She is only 23, so I could read Powerless. I've never read this before. Yeah, I have no idea how old people are, but I think most of these people are not under 30. Okay, Julie Olivia. Okay, I literally can't find anywhere how old Julie Olivia is, but she looks young on her TikToks, and she looks like she's under 30. So I'm just gonna take it. This book has been blowing up as fall, and I've heard that it's still okay to read it after October because it still goes into like the holidays and stuff. So I think this one would be good to get in before December. The only thing that scares me about this book is that it's like a 500-page romance. So yes, that is a little bit spooky, but again, like I said, I want a hard-hitting romance, and I hope this can do it for me. I think this one follows a girl who has to take over her mother's like bed and breakfast after she passes away, and then the guy is like a baker in the town and kind of has to help her with her customer service skills. This cover is so dang cute, and it takes place in the 90s, and it's kind of like Gilmore Girls, I've heard. I've never seen Gilmore Girls, but that is what I've heard about this one. So we're gonna put this on for number 5. And our last pick. Okay, over 500 pages. Of course, we get that one. Okay, let's see what I have for long books. Over 500 pages, it's crazy. How long is Powerless? Ooh, Powerless is literally 502 pages. So I could read Powerless. This is 502. Nightingale. This is over 500 pages. Or The Great Alone by her. I think I'm just kind of wanting to read one of her books. That is definitely over 500 pages as well. First, we could go long fantasy. Quicksilver. This is like 600 pages. How long is The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue? No, not quite. No, maybe it's time to read a Kristen Hanna book. I don't know. I want to do a Kristen Hanna, but I'm also like, I feel like I have a lot of hard-hitting stuff on my TBR already. So maybe I shouldn't put this on. I don't know. Okay, wait. This literally has so many awards on the back. Goodreads Best Historical Novel of the Year, People's Choice Favorite Fiction Winner, #1 Indie Next Selection, BuzzFeed Best Read of the Year, Wall Street Journal Best of the Year, The Week Best of the Year. Okay. So we can actually go back to our first prompt, I guess, with this and mix it in with this prompt for an award-winning book. This is definitely an award-winning book, and it is over 500 pages. So you know what? Let's just do it. The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna is going to be our final book on the TBR. I know this takes place in World War II, and I know that it's sad, and I know it follows sisters. So I'm very, very, very scared of this book. But yet. All right, so this is what we are looking at for our November TBR. We've got some fantasy, some romance, and then some historical fiction in here, as well as some just general fiction. So we've got a very good matchup. I'm excited to read all these books. I think this is gonna be an intense month looking at it. If you see any books that you want to see in like a reading vlog, let me know. I'm also planning on doing 12 days of Bookmas in December leading up until Christmas. So I have a bunch of video ideas planned out, but if there's anything specific you guys want to see, or if you have video ideas for Bookmas, let me know. I would love to hear it. But that is gonna be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss another video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!